My name's John Steele, and I am with the firm Steele & Moss. My partner John Moss and I practice law and have so for the last 60-plus years combined. A large part of our practice is representing rail workers who've been injured on the job. They're covered by a unique statute called the Federal Employers Liability Act. We call it FELA quite a bit. And what we understand, because of our experience and because of our dealings with rail workers for so many years, is that the railroad has a unique language, a unique law, a unique work experience. That experience really matters in terms of a lawyer bringing to bear and handling an FELA case. We recognize that railroads are a transportation business, and that means that we have to be able to, willing to, and ready to go all throughout an area where railroads travel. We have experts in every geographical location we deal in. We have local counsel in geographical areas we deal in. We have local chairmen who help us with their members in every area that we go into. And so we may be in West Virginia one week, Tennessee the next, and Florida the next. We're proud to have represented folks all up and down the eastern seaboard, from Florida to Mississippi to Ohio, all the way into Indiana, because we believe that we have to be willing to go these places because that's where the railroad goes. Another decision that John and I made years ago was that we felt most confident when we were handling cases ourselves. We don't have a bunch of investigators out there talking to witnesses. We talk to witnesses because I'm responsible, or John's responsible, at the trial of the case when that witness is on the stand. That's our responsibility, nobody else's. So our promise and guarantee to each client is that we will have prepared the witnesses ourselves, and we will have made sure that that is buttoned up. To each case, we like to think the fact that we're going to bring a team on all aspects, and we view it as the whole case and the whole person. Because the truth is, you've had a personal injury, you've had a financial injury, and you've had a family injury. Because just as much as you, your family's affected by what has occurred. So we bring Paul Wingo in to make sure that your disability benefits and other benefits are fully taken care of. John Moss and I handle almost all of our cases together. You get both of us and 60 years of experience helping on each case. We know what experts to bring in depending upon what type of case it is and what's involved in the injury. And we know doctors who can help us in certain cases depending upon the type of injury involved. In our disability and benefits section, we realized that we could also benefit by adding expertise from both a technical and technological standpoint. So we were very fortunate to convince Larry James to come be a part of our team that brings to this overall process a knowledge of safety issues. He was on the safety committee forever with CSX Railroad. He also brings an up-to-date knowledge of the technology. The locomotives are no longer simply big generators. They're also computers, and they're also tracked, managed, and run by technological issues that are different than they were years ago, and Larry really helps us with those unique issues relative to the technology involved in pursuing a railroad claim. What I would tell any worker, and I do tell any worker who calls me first off, is that you need to understand that as soon as you were injured, a system, a process went into effect at the railroad. And that railroad system is doing everything they can from the moment you got hurt to diminish the value of your claim or potentially diminish the value of your claim. You need the same type of team with the same type of knowledge working for you to make sure that rather than diminishing the value of your claim, that you are instead taking advantage of your full benefits and making sure that your full value of your claim can be reached later on down the road.